Hello. Okay, mic's working. I decided to do this by operation. I'm also a little bit tired. So we'll end the stream after every operation. Or at least I'm gonna take a break after every operation. What are we doing this time? Well, I'll continue to do info dumping about mechanics and not mechanics, but I disabled mics. I think that's good.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
I am always really worried that my mic will like bleed through even though it doesn't need to.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Helldivers to Hellpods.
We're doing the usual jumping spider build.
Launch the machine.
Waiting for my medication to kick in too. I did have a soda this morning, so I've got the caffeine.
All the galaxy looks to you for salvation. Let nothing stand in the way of liberty.
We can just use the heavy machine gun to kill those. A walking barrage, we weren't that in danger at all.
Northwest, 200 meters.
I'm using cover because of the striders. This is a really good piece of cover too.
You will never destroy our way of life.
Game sense to know I needed to go to cover. Mechanical skill isn't really here right now.
Main objective nearby. Automaton outpost destroyed. Orbital inbound.
Activating jump pad. Dropping it. North, 200 meters.
I'm gonna jump back over onto that. First, the other medic needs a...
Calling down a sentry.
Mag's empty.
No!
Affirmative.
Thank you.
He noticed what I was trying to do. Oh, that's great. That's really funny.
Package acquired.
I miss. Darn it.
Reinforcing. Calling in reinforcement.
Freedom never sleeps.
I gotta get back into this. Oop. Yeah, that doesn't work sideways. He's dead now. Game sense, those might get activated. They activated. Game sense, mark them. You should mark them so the team knows.
Mag's empty.
Game sense, they follow patterns with their flights. Game sense, reload your weapons before growing to supplies. Game sense back. Yeah, you gotta get back. That was a bad situation. Game sense, I knew he was gonna heal me. I can get away with this. I can't get away with that any longer. I messed it up. You gotta shoot that guy now.
Not today.
Affirmative. Thank you. To the sky.
I switch weapons in the air. Because I was gonna do a trick shot on that Strider, but he died. That's probably gonna die. That's the most dangerous thing right now. There's a barrage, so I have to get away. Bad game sense to not know I was near the edge of the map and jetpacked into it. Bad game sense to go near those. The poppy things on the ground. That's what led to this. So that entire ragdoll sequence was started because I got next to those poppy things. And I didn't have to stay there. Also, game sense I shouldn't have jumped near it anyways, and I should have been in a heavy machine gun already. So game sense, the best thing I can do for the team right now is to get those machine guns down. And now the gunships are the best thing I can do for the team. I'm just firing in the direction that there are enemies, hoping that I hit something. I can go get my gear now. Game, since I need to catch up with my team immediately, they're going to be going for the fortress, so it's easy to catch up on them. Or I'll direct them into the fortress so I can catch up. Game sense, I need to start helping them take out, by taking out the little tiny turrets. So like those, oh no, that wasn't one. They're always so hard to spot. So hard to spot. I can shoot that from the back.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Game sense, I can throw another quasar and then I can double up on my shots. Maybe they already handled some of those turrets. I'm gonna just start hitting bases that I see. Game sense, there's 6 bases in a fortress. I've taken 2 out personally. We can start guesstimating how many are left. That turret right there. Game sense, I can use my better scope to find factories and or enemies. Game sense, I'm no longer in a good position.
Activating jump pack.
That's not a good position to be in. We don't want to touch that. Game sense, I should hit this. We have one more fabricator left, top right. Top right of the screen is how I know. Game sense, I can do this. Oh, poor. still did it though.
Outpost cleared.
Affirmative. I'll take it. Package acquired. Activating jump pad. Dropping a pin. Southeast. 300 meters.
Outpost cleared.
So, game sense thing, I'm going to do this objective because it's near the extract. And that'll allow me to get the confidential data near the extract.
Requesting sentry.
Poor game sense to almost run into units. Check your radar.
Bot sank northwest.
Very poor game sense to get within range of those units.
Dropping package.
Bots northwest.
Poor game sense and mechanical skill to dodge my own stim.
Dropping item.
Poor game sense to not take care of that immediately after taking care of the walkers.
Package acquired.
I need to leave.
Requesting orbital.
Dropping package.
Game sense, I need to hit that with a grenade.
Requesting orbital strike.
Game sense, I need to stim myself to get that and then launch away
Active
as soon as I can. I need to switch weapons, I need to hit that in the head.
high value sample selected.
Game sense, I was almost killed.
Package acquired. Thank you. Affirmative.
High value sample selected.
Objective critical stratagem available. Package acquired.
Poor mechanical skill.
Get a hell bomb.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
Engaging terminal.
Dropping package.
Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Package acquired.
High value sample.
Game sense, I don't really need to shoot that, so I can just... I don't have to stop and drop the confidential data.
Dropping package. Orbital incoming. Package acquired.
Game sense, I can drop this near extract, but that launch didn't take too much out of me, and I can drop this here, it'll roll down into there. Oh, whoops. That, and then it will roll down into there. And even if it doesn't matter, because it's
Dropping
close
package.
enough. I assume, yeah, they're doing Seif, so the team's gonna come this way, sweeping that way. So I'm gonna get over there and take that.
West, far. To the sky.
Calling down a support weapon.
Poor game sense to not have my weapon reloaded.
Frost fabricator. Tagging location. Southeast. South. Calling down a sentry.
Poor game sense to allow this.
In orbital strike.
New mag.
Poor game sense to jump into an enemy. Good game sense to know that there's a strider in this area that can kill me immediately.
Requesting orbital.
I could not find it though, and I have a greater threat.
Thank you.
Found something.
Affirmative.
Team is helping me now. I can find stims, I can stim myself.
Good.
Game sense to know that this was an area to go to get stims.
Requesting air support.
That's the strider that could have killed me.
Requesting sentry.
Also, great game sense on my team for helping me. Thank you so much.
Calling in reinforcements.
Bad game sense to jump into that, but
Found
mechanical skill to not be punished by it.
Boss fabricator, southeast, 100 meters. Bot outpost destroyed.
Bot fabricator. South, 100 meters.
Tagging map, south, 200 meters.
Dropping a pin. Northwest, 300 meters. Affirmative.
I'm letting them know I'm gonna go take care of that smaller target. I dodged the wrong direction. It didn't punish me though. Game sense to know that I can help my team here. I'm trying to keep the enemies that are on my right out of line of sight until this is done. Game sense to know I should throw a grenade and get the fuck out of here. Poor game sense to get the fuck out into another group of enemies.
Calling in reinforcements. Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Game sense to know what direction I should go in.
Requesting sentry.
Game sense to know that. Thank you. I think he just saved me. I was gonna say the most likely target to kill me.
Bot fabricator, south, 50 meters.
Calling down fortifications. Calling down.
Game sense to know that heavy machine gun would be helpful here. Game sense to notice that turret was shooting behind me.
Say hello to democracy. Dropship. Hellbomb arm. Clear the area. Orbital inbound.
Game sense to know that it's not gonna kill the second base.
Boss fabricator, east, 50 meters. Boss, south, 100 meters. Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling in an elbow.
Double hellbomb. Poor game sense to not be in a position to help the team right now. Good game sense to have 2 hell bombs in case one is blown up. Good game sense to know that I can shoot this safely.
Mission is progressing.
Good game sense to know that this is needed.
I like
Good game sense to know to leave now. I was hiding from the Strider's machine guns.
South, 50 meters.
Game sense to know that he needs stimmed because he tried to stim me. Bad positioning.
Tagging location. Boss fabricator. Never mind. South. Heavy. South. 50 meters.
Game sense to be able to guess where the head is on that, but bad mechanical skill.
Calling down a sentry.
shifted loop. Northwest.
Game sense to see the silhouette of that and hit it.
Requesting air support.
Box. West, 100 meters.
Poor mechanical skill. Poor... Nope. Poor game sense to be next to that thing. Poor game sense to allow that to get to my right. Poor game sense to not have already shot this cannon turret. Sufficient mechanical skill to make up for my mistake. Check radar to find where that sound came from. Check radar to make sure you're not getting ambushed. Set up the heavy machine gun embankment because you know that you're safe from behind. Stim the medic. I didn't know where he was because he was over there. Alright, I'm gonna go this way this time. Check radar so you don't get caught up. Those enemies are not a threat to me. That enemy is a threat to me. 2, 3. Check to see if any other enemies got activated by that.
Last reload.
Requesting sentry.
Understand that the smoke stack is telling me where the thing is. Game sense to know to leave immediately. You don't need the sample, or I don't need the samples. Game sense to know that these are not a threat to me. Checking map to see if anything is active and going towards me. Game sense to pass by this body, even though I don't know if that was intuitive or not. Poor game sense to not pass by my other body. Or the other body over here. The one from me earlier.
Sending in an eagle. Sending in an eagle.
Now, it can be assumed that they're going to finish this. So I can look for a radar station. Or look for super samples. I'm going by this way so that I can assist them, but I have a high probability of finding another objective.
Activating jump pack. Found something.
Bots, southeast, 100 meters.
Game sense to know that there could be stims here and that I needed them.
Sample collected.
Automaton outpost scrapped.
Cannon turret, game sense. Poor mechanical skill. I made up for poor mechanical skill by ensuring that I would get the shot. Radar's there. I'm trying to ping radar as soon as possible.
Objective
There we go.
southeast. Activating jump pad.
Game sense to know that 4 striders is very dangerous to me,
Calling down fortifications. Sending in
and that it's okay to blow my cooldowns for this.
Administering freedom.
Sending in an eagle.
Thank you. Got a sample.
Poor game sense to jump towards the dish instead of the terminal down here.
I got the terminal.
Mark the front and the back of the patrol.
Calling down a sentry. Lots. Southwest. 100 meters.
Don't need it.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Thank you.
Game sense to know that none of these are currently the samples, so that one can't be the samples when we finally get this gear. And that one can't be. Unless the teammates passed by and discovered the samples without grabbing them.
I'm on it.
ETA T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds.
But those are too juicy to pass by, so most people are gonna run up to them anyways.
Engaging terminal.
Mission map updated.
It's probably there.
To the sky.
Game sense to know that this is a dangerous situation for me and Blue.
Orbital inbound.
Blue and I.
Requesting orbital strike.
Dangerous situation for me.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Poor game sense to jump into that. Poor game sense to put myself in this position.
Dropship.
Poor mechanical skill.
Force weapon.
Good game sense to know that that was dangerous to me. I don't know if crouching did anything, but I tried.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Requesting orbital.
Poor game sense with my educated guess. Could have been over here.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Poor game sense to allow him to get behind me.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
I don't want to reinforce because I would be... There we go. Be-doo-ba-doo.
Pelican 1 landing sequence.
Poor game sense to not know that that lived the burst. Good mechanical skill to hit that. Oh, poor mechanical skill to miss it.
No mag. Activating jump pad.
Game sense to know my team doesn't seem to care about samples.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch.
Super samples were over here.
Budget depleted.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Today you've carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
My teammates played better than me. I took a backseat role and just did a few things. Yeah, seems about right.
Emissions implies the existence of no natural emissions.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Here?
Same build as before. I also like to keep the same... Actually, I don't... I can do strafing run because they're handling a lot of other things. I had a lot of opportunity to use the Quasar last game.
Pod launch initiated.
I'll be right back.
Go now. And fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause. Requesting sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry.
I'm back.
Dropping a pin. Northwest. Affirmative. Backpack inbound. Requesting advanced weapons.
I think we might want to do that. I don't want to really hit that base from here. I want to do the AA gun. We're gonna go this way.
Northeast, 200 meters.
Objective nearby.
Thank you.
Affirmative. Objective located. Northeast.
Or game sense to allow it to see me. Game sense to know that there are 4 enemies.
Advanced weaponry. Requesting air support.
4 enemies.
Strike.
Game sense to know I need to hit this. Game sense to know I need to hit this. Game sense to know I have my jump pack. Game sense to know that I can hit this. Mechanical skill to pull it off. Game sense to know that this is a danger to me. I taking a risk. Risk paid off. Ah, fuck. I didn't actually pull that off. Thank you, S4.
Package acquired.
Game sense to know where to go with the SSD.
Dropping package. Got a sample.
Game sense to know my teammate is probably handling that, but I should check it anyways. Yeah. T3 needs stim. I need to open this first.
I got the terminal.
Game sense to know that I need to go over here. Poor game sense to go into the fence.
Package acquired. Drop in package.
Game sense to know that you can climb over this railing to skip the fence.
Engaging terminal.
Game sense to know that you can also shoot this to destroy the fence. Oh, nope, never mind.
Mission progress log.
I think you have to move it close.
Acquired.
Game sense to know that AA guns are the next target.
Northeast. 100 meters.
Game sense to know that I would be above the AA guns. Game sense to know that I should be able to hit that. Poor game sense to not think that a teammate would take care of it. Good game sense to know that those drop ships or gunships might activate. Keep them in mind. Game sense to know that I can maybe hit this before a teammate hits it. Damn.
Post scrapped.
Just maybe. Game sense to know I don't need supplies, but he does need them.
Don't need it. West, far. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Tagging map. West. 300 meters.
I mean, I kind of want to clean this up too.
10. Northeast. 200 meters. To the sky.
Automaton outpost destroyed.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
Tagging map.
Good for me.
300 meters.
We can do the detector tower later. And I don't have the kit for the detector tower.
Affirmative.
Sending in an eagle.
Rare sample acquired.
T3 has the kit. S4 has the kit.
Activating jump pack.
Marking location. Cancel that. Thank you.
Affirmative.
So he's gonna throw an orbital, I'm gonna hit it here.
Range.
Calling in orbital strike. Calling in a hell bomb.
Oh, Hellbomb, nice. I wonder if it will do it from there.
Requesting air support weapon. Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Game sense to know that I should go this way. He's gonna be reloading so I can hit this. Poor game sense. Nice. Good game sense on his part to know that you can put a hellbomb there and succeed.
Automaton facility destroyed.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting air support.
Game sense to know that we need a route.
Requesting air support. What injury?
Sending in an eagle.
Boom! Target down!
Dangerous to me.
Supplies. Get some. Get some.
Tactical asset near your location.
Requesting orbital.
Okay. That was just run and gun, dummy dumb.
Sub-objective nearby.
I can take that Hulk out. Poor game sense. I thought I was facing its face, but it had turned around. I didn't notice. I'm gonna activate the Thief site. That's mine. Good mechanical skill to know that that wouldn't be able to punish me before I killed it. Lucky that that didn't punish me. Game sense to know that there is ammo underneath me. Over there, I jumped over it. I'm gonna start this SAM site first.
I got the terminal.
I'm marking those just to let them know that they're there. Poor game sense to allow that to run up on me.
Engaging terminal. To the sky.
Game sense to remember where the ammo was. Poor positioning. Poor mechanical skill. Good game sense to know that my position was no longer secure. Good game sense to jump into cover. Game sense to know that I need to stim for my stamina. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to jetpack so quickly. Game sense to know that teammate's about to put this in here.
Got the terminal.
I actually cost them time by messing up the input.
One step closer to mission completion.
Southwest, 100 meters.
Calling down fortification. Sending in an eight.
Busting orbital strike.
Attack underway.
Dropship, southeast.
I mean, just game sense to know that that bot drop was gonna drop troops that I would be useful towards.
Heavy, southeast.
Game sense to mark an enemy that is obstructed by smoke but is dangerous. And that I can't handle. Medic needs healing.
Tagging map, south, 200 meters.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
He became less of a priority when he lost his arm. Poor mechanical skill to not get done with that. Poor game sense.
There's, thank you. Affirmative. Thank you.
Bot outpost spotted.
I'm grabbing both supplies.
Sky.
Orbital inbound.
Good mechanical skill. Good mechanical skill. Good game sense to know that I could get away with that. Or at least I thought I did.
West,
Thought I could.
tagging location.
I was gonna jump pack if it actually targeted me. I would have been too close for it to handle it.
Objective located. West. Requesting air support.
Outpost destroyed.
Calling down a sentry.
Dropping a pin. West, 200
Requesting
meters.
sentry. Sending in an eagle.
Gain sense to look for a factory that I can destroy from a distance. To destroy this, because if it's touching, if a factory is touching that, it will destroy it. Because I don't have that. Game sense to know that I can take this one shot without activating them. I think. Nope. Okay. Couldn't do that. I thought I could get away with it. Game sense to know that I just need to stay here and just start hitting them. There was a bot drop recently, so they're probably not going to bot drop. So during that lull in bot drops, I should target the ones that will do the flares. But I also need to take these off when the Quasar's on cooldown.
Thank you. Affirmative.
Heavy, northwest, 50 meters.
Enemy tactical asset within range.
Activating jump.
I'm gonna land around there. Check radar, zoom in. There's 2 heavies in this area.
Outpost cleared.
New mag.
Game sense to know that I should reposition out of that and get here. Teammate can handle.
Engaging terminal.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Calling in a hell bomb. Calling in orbital strike. Supplies. I got the terminal. Hell bomb on. Clear the area. Hell bomb.
Oh. Poor game sense to not know that teammate was heading for it. I thought that that supply was getting left behind and I didn't even need it.
Found something.
Requesting air support. Requesting advanced weaponry.
I need to root.
Requesting fortification.
Get some. Get some.
I can hit its underside, I think. That did damage to it. Detector tower. Cannon turret's mine.
Bot fabricator. Northeast, 100 meters.
Mocking factories that they might not be able to see.
Bots. Northeast.
How do we know that there's a bot there? Because there should be a bot there. Because it's right behind the turret, and we can see the silhouette of the turret. Almost went into a teammate's fire.
Activating jump pack.
Dropships, west.
Unleashing democracy.
Sending in an eagle.
Automaton outpost destroyed.
Requesting orbital strike.
Mechanical skill. Game sense to know that I can get away with this. Stuck myself in.
Down a support weapon.
My target. As soon as I saw that, I should have dodged. You should dodge fire. You never stim through fire. You dodge fire.
Request approved.
You can stim out of fire. It's just you have to be like full health and everything. It's easier to have the muscle memory to dodge and to dodge to get out of fire then stim than it is to realize how much health you have. For me at least. Game sense to know how much health you have if you can be that type of person. Maybe I need to integrate that.
Dropping a pin. East. Far.
Game sense to understand that that rocket was a unit.
To the sky.
Poor game sense to miss the unit. It's not aiming for me. That is dangerous.
Calling down a sentry and reinforcing
Poor game sense, but also I just can't see them.
sentry. Marking location. Cancel that. Northwest.
Maybe if I play with my contrast settings.
Thank you.
I,
Calling in orbital strike.
Activating jump pack.
did I need to use that much ammo? No. I did not.
Sending in an eagle.
I stemmed out of concern there.
Requesting orbital.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Right on target.
I don't know how this happened. I think that landed on me.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
Calling in reinforcements.
High value sample collected. Dropping package.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
I'm about to get stomped out.
Calling in reinforcements.
There's nothing I could have done with that, I don't think.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Democracy has landed.
It makes me tired though, and I want to go back to sleep now.
Requesting air support.
I'll have to take a break after this. Between missions.
Trying to rearm.
Game sense to take the turret out. Game sense to know that teammate needs healing.
Bots. East. 50 meters.
Affirmative. Activating jump pack.
I don't want them to see me.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
It's out of rockets. Or mechanical skill.
Main objective near your position.
Poor mechanical skill. I meant to press 3, not 4.
Calling down fortifications. Requesting air support. Calling down the support weapon. Affirmative.
Game sense to know that I should be rooted. Game sense to check on my teammates' health. Poor game sense that I didn't already do it.
You've done your duty. You may extract with honor.
Oh, this is why my accuracy is going down, because I'm using the heavy machine gun and I spray and pray a lot. That's why my accuracy is going down in the stats.
No mag.
That's fine, it's not a problem for me. I was just wondering.
Supply. Cancel that. Affirmative. To the sky.
I didn't really need the grenade or the stems, but the team wasn't gonna grab it.
Tagging map. North. 200 meters.
Thankfully the next operation is gonna be pretty easy peasy, and I can take a minute-long break in between. Oh, I almost shot my teammate.
Extraction is available.
Oh, it's dead now.
Activating jump pad. Sending in an eagle.
I'm not talking right now because I'm actually... I shouldn't really be in this position, but...
Requesting air support.
making the best of it. I'm not
Outpost destroyed.
in a dangerous situation. I'm just in a really ineffective location that makes me have to hide. Poor mechanical skill. Poor positioning.
Tagging location. Never mind. East. Heavy. Cancel that.
Poor mechanical skill.
Extraction is available.
Activating jump pack.
Use the line of speeding combat zone to resupply.
Throwing supply beacon.
I had the game sense to know that that enemy was probably going to flare, but I didn't really. I laid back in my chair and I wasn't in the mechanical sense. Yeah, I'm not in a good position to do my mechanical stuff because I laid back and I'm not at ready, I guess. Which I don't mind because I checked out a little bit. I'm gonna start yawning now and stuff. I'm not gonna fight it.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup. This is Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown.
Super Finest back in action.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Reinforcement
Extraction completed. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
We're back during the loading.
Liberty has seen you through.
Allied destroyer has left squadron. Allied destroyer has left squadron. Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Allied destroyer has left squadron. Orbit synchronized. Hellpod launch suspended.
Yeah, if you go AFK during that, you don't make it back almost immediately. You kind of lose the team sometimes.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron. Engaging orbital thrusters.
If our
Orbit
ideals are
synchronized.
alien to them, then they are aliens to us.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
We're just gonna throw that up there and leave.
Attack back inbound.
I have nothing but my gun to deal with this. We're waiting for it to get into a pattern that I know.
Odd outpost. Requesting orbital.
That's empty.
Easy peasy.
Orbital inbound.
Automaton outpost destroyed.
Drop ships.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Requesting air support.
Calling in a hellbomb.
Sending in an eagle.
Hellbomb. Request approved. On its way now. Outpost cleared.
Engaging terminal. Hellbomb armed. Clear the area. Helldivers never die.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Sorry, I'm just playing right now.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Sending in an eagle.
Outpost cleared.
Delivered. Emerges victorious yet again. Extract when ready.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
I'm trying to line this up like this so I can hit both of them in one.
Stratagem available.
I missed it.
Objective critical stratagem no longer
I'm
available.
gonna try to do it again, but get the base too.
Sending in an eagle.
Reinforcing.
Drop ship.
Marking location. Southeast.
Allied destroyer has left the squadron.
Found something. Reinforcing.
Obviously, a lot of poor decisions there, but it was playing reckless on purpose. I might have been able to use that laser the entire time. Might have saved me.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
We're ignoring these.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
If he gets in before I spawn, then I don't spawn.
Request approved. Reinforcements on
I get in first.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
reinforcement bucket
Extraction
complete.
complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent. Victory was never in doubt.
You can actually see when I start tapping my leg. It affects my mouse ever so slightly. When I stop. And now I'm tapping my leg again. I don't use a mouse jiggler, I just tap my leg. So, if you want to learn how to add variation to your aim to adjust the spread of your shots, learn how to put your foot down on the floor and then raise your heel until you reach this point where it starts to reflexively move up and down. It's a reflex that happens with me. And then you can start from there adjusting the angle of your leg, and that adjusts the rhythm of it. So we get different. So you see here, this is one way that I can shake my leg and then make a pattern of up and down. And then we can do this one. I think there are big differences between the two, but I don't remember. I need to do more research into it. And then also my arm, my right leg is on my right arm, like touching against it, and I have my foot on the seat. So I'm transferring that bouncing motion from my left leg into my right leg into my arm. And if I put my arm down, or if I put my leg down, I do that same bouncing motion, we actually don't get that transfer as much, or at all. So the way you get that is by actually like sitting in a really particular way and leaning your leg into your arm against the armrest of the chair. And there we go again.
Support our troops. Sign your children up for the all-inclusive Helldiver package today.
Now, I'm gonna go outside for a little bit. That was a good, successful operation. We did what we needed to do. There's no ML right now. We won the last ML pretty well. So, I was on Mart Tail. Scout Striders? Okay, I have to go into a lower difficulty to kill Scout Striders. So we might go do that later.
You're here. The galaxy awaits your salvation. All of posterity shall either prosper in liberty or suffer in bondage. That determination is our duty.
I don't always have to suffer. Okay, so... talk to this person.
You know, the problem with the bugs is that they're relentless expansionists.
Of course.
In their region of space, we found them on nearly every planet we've settled.
Yeah. How dare they be in their native ecosystems when we need those ecosystems to terraform? Alright. That was a good operation. I'll be back for the second one later.